Hello and welcome to another edition of How to Play, in this case, Dinner Parties. Cute. Dinner Parties is written in the key of D flat major, which is, if you might remember, the same key that second star to the right is written in. So I'll briefly review the D flat major scale. If you want a little bit more information on it, if you're not quite sure, I'm gonna copy paste a link to the video about how to play second star to the right, and it's gonna be in the description of this video. So if you're interested to know a little bit more about the D flat major scale, I go into more depth in it in that video. For today, let's just recap. D flat major has 5 flats. It has D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. So in order to play the D flat major scale, you start on D flat, black key, below D. So you go D flat, 1 up to E flat, F, and then 3 consecutive black keys, G flat, A flat, B flat, up to C, and 1 more little half step up to D flat, and you're back where you started. So that's the D flat major scale. One more time, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. You got it. Let's look at the chord progression. Once again, quite similar to second star to the right. And originally the song was actually not in D flat major. I wrote it in B major. But then the more I was working on it, the more I was playing it, it felt a little too low. So I decided to take it up from B to D flat major, which is actually 1 whole step up. We are going to be utilizing the exact same chords that we did in second star to the right. The chord that we built on the tonic, or the first note of the scale. In this case, that is D flat. So we will use the D flat major scale. D flat, F, A flat. That is our tonic 1 or D flat major scale. Then we're going to be using the G flat major scale, which is the 4th or subdominant chord of the D flat major scale. We're going to be doing 3 black keys, G flat, B flat, and D flat. We then move directly 1 more note up, so from G flat to A flat, which is our dominant, aka 5th note of the scale, and our A flat major chord. That's going to be A flat, C white key, and E flat. And our very last chord comes in the form of the 6th note of the scale, which, as you might remember, in a major scale, the 6th note is by default a minor chord. So if you go 1 up from A flat, we go 1 up to B flat, and we have a B flat minor chord. B flat, D flat, and F on top. These are the chords we'll be using in the Dinner Parties song. If this was a little too fast for you and you're still quite unsure about these chords, I break them down slower and in more detail in the second star to the right video. I'm giving you a link for that video in the description of this one. Alrighty, let's go on to the chord progression for Dinner Parties. Our song begins on the tonic chord of D flat major. So you begin on the D flat major tonic or 1 chord, and you jump down to A flat major chord, or the 5th dominant chord of the scale. We go back up to D flat tonic, extra down to G flat, which is our subdominant, 1 up to A flat, back up to D flat. So we're going to loop this over and over in each of the verses. So D flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, A flat, over and over. Pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is quite similar to the chorus progression of second star to the right. We start on D flat major, we move down to B flat minor, 1 more down to A flat, another down to G flat, up to A flat. So if you want numerically, it's 1 chord on the 1, chord on the 6 minor, chord on the 5 dominant, chord on the 4 subdominant, 1 more up dominant. We are on to our chorus. Chorus is a little bit more straightforward than the pre was in this song. We start on D flat major, jump down to G flat major, or the subdominant, back up to tonic, D flat major, 1 more down, again to the subdominant 4, 1 up to dominant 5, and now we do the little traveling down the scale the way we did in second star to the right. D flat major chord, move your thumb down to C natural, that's the chord from second star to the right, the little spicy fancy chord. So D flat major with a little C on the bottom, B flat minor, A flat major, G flat major, A flat, and finish on the tonic. Alrighty, I think you got this. You can do this. Let's play. Dinner parties and a cotton candy dress, cream puff pastries and a game of chess, soft composure, calm like lilies on the pond, a hunt for closure and an iron bond. It's delicate when it needs to be. It's a relic of her history. It's a butter knife with a dagger's blade, a sophisticated masquerade. It's long nights with bow ties. It's scheming behind doe eyes. It's a ribbon-wrapped Trojan horse. It's all